Hey, everybody. Welcome to GMP Reacts. You are here with Shredmaster Scott, Just Pete, and the Metal Evangelist Luke. Okay, guys, we're going to go back to 1970s Japan again and listen to some more city pop. You guys love city pop. We get a lot of comments about this and a lot of recommendations. We have a list. Like a friggin' list of people's recommendations on city pop songs.
Well, you know, when people talk about like guilty pleasure, I think like you got to have that groove music, right? There's something that you can just like stick on that is different, right? And I think we've struck a chord here with this. It turns out this is quite a few people's guilty pleasure.
Yeah, and we've actually been getting into this as metalheads. It may not seem normal, I don't know, but this is definitely this style. There's some stuff out there I'm not a fan of.
Yeah,
but this style, like there are times I'm like, hey, I want to put on some city pop. I'm in the mood, man.
It's about that bass.
About that bass, yeah. So we got a lot of people requesting another one from Tatsuro Yamashita. This one's called Love Space. Now, interestingly enough, part of the reason why we picked this is because there's no video for this song. There isn't even a live performance. There's like live covers of it, but not of the actual song. So, but somebody did a fan video of this track to Cowboy Bebop, the anime. And as some of you may or may not know, they're doing a live action. Netflix is doing a live action remake of Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
And they just dropped the trailer this week. And so we're super pumped about Cowboy Bebop. And then we see all these people requesting Love Space. And then there's a Love Space Cowboy Bebop video. And so we're like, we have to do this. We have to react to this.
That's like a three-way there.
That yes, with us being one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's check out Love Space by Tatsuro Yamashita. Oh, that's so Cowboy Bebop.
Faye. Knocking people out. More ways than one.
So this was a 70s track?
Yeah, I believe so. It's a pretty original. Most of the city pop was like, 70s, 80s.
It's like episode 1 of Bebop, right?
Yeah, it's very early on. It looks like there might have been some clips from the movie possibly as well early on. It's definitely a Faye themed compilation.
Yeah. I like that key change that they do right there.
It's like all the bass work.
There's a lot of chords outside the key, but then we come back in the key.
There we go. Maybe the bridge here.
Wow, bringing a little chorus. Almost a choir sound.
Oh, the saxophone.
Not a better instrument for a solo on a song like this.
You guys ever think about learning the saxophone?
All the time.
I should learn it. Yeah, that bass line is so, it's like the star of the show.
Yeah. It's crazy because there's like singing and stuff going on, but the guy on the bass is like, I'm just here to party.
Yeah, he's taking over. They playing a solo the whole time.
Yeah.
Boy, this crooning is it's really good.
Oh, right into more saxophone.
You get a double dose, double header of sex.
I just imagine him finishing that note he was singing and then just grabbing his saxophone.
Yeah.
He can't get it all out vocally. He's got to get the rest of it out.
Does Tatsuro, does he play the saxophone?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'd like to imagine it.
Yeah.
Spike's FO meter is so low, he just kept walking.
This is a very slow fade.
Yeah. I feel like that
Slow
happens
fade.
a lot. Nice.
Oh.
There's a lot of slow fades because I feel like the songs are kind of just like they're not going anywhere. They're just like grooving. Like, how do you end that?
Yeah, I just meant to just
Yeah, that was the thing back then, right? It's like in the 70s and 80s, it was okay to just fade out. I don't think you can really get away with that now. Like, you have to
nobody. I actually heard a song the other day. I don't even remember what I was listening to it on. It must have been Spotify or something. And it had this groove going. And I'm like, this doesn't sound like it's going to be easy to end. I bet you they're just going to fade it out. And sure enough, they did. They just faded it out. And I was like, that is so weird, man. But everybody's done it. Excuse me. I know there's a couple Dream Theater songs that they fade out. And I'm like, why are you guys fading out?
It's like a cop out. Like if you can't figure out how to end your piece of music, you just fade it out. So
yeah, just fade it out. Well, I understand it for city pop, that the whole like jazzy funk feel. Yeah, I mean you're just kind of going, and so just fade it out. That's fine.
It's hard, man. It's like to figure out how to like add that ending punctuation. The other thing that's really hard is like this in between sections. Like if you go from the verse to the chorus, like how do you bridge those two parts together? That's some of the hardest stuff to do.
I would just throw in a little more saxophone.
Double up on
like,
the saxophone. Yeah.
That was a really in terms of the limited amount of city pop I've listened to, that might be my favorite one, even more than like Plastic Love. I really the boop 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 bass was really fun. Saxophone's fun, and his voice is just really good. And he just you know what he reminds me? He reminds me of like a higher pitched Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Right. He's like a lounge singer, but he's higher and he just sits there and croons like, oh.
Well, he is like the master. I mean, he's like the name behind it, I think. Like that, one of the main people would think of.
Yeah, in terms of city pop.
He invented the pop.
I don't know if he invented it per se, but definitely was popularized the pop.
Oh,
Doesn't it just feel like you're driving through a city with neon signs and a little bit of grunge?
In a convertible?
Yeah.
In like a pink convertible?
Yeah.
That's literally how it feels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that great that there's a sound for that?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so thank you everybody that recommended that one.
Yeah.
That was a treat. That was a good one. So let us know some other ones. We have a giant list. So actually, maybe don't hold off for a bit because we have a huge list. It's going to take us forever to get through all the songs we already have.
No, do it.
Do it. Always listen to Shredmaster. So if he says do it, do it.
Maybe we'll make a city pop playlist at some point.
That's what we'll do.
GMP City Pop playlist
on
Yes.
Spotify. Yes.
Yes.
And a
Yes.
black metal playlist. And for every genre. We'll do one for every genre.
Yeah.
Heck yes. During our genre series, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So all right, very cool. Tatsuro Yamashita.
I can't see
I'm
that.
sure I'm not saying that properly, but fantastic. That was a Love Space, and of course, Cowboy Bebop. Everybody, November 19th. Get ready, get Netflix if you have to, or borrow somebody else's. Oops, don't tell anybody I said that. But check out Cowboy Bebop live action. It's going to be hopefully amazing. The show was amazing. The anime was amazing. So, all right, guys, until next time, keep it city pop.